Hey YouTube land, this is Tyconders doing another toy review, and this time it's for the Batman animated series, Batman himself. Now this is figure 13, and as I said in my previous reviews for these lines, the box arts are pretty much, the boxes are all the same, and the only differences being that they have different number for the figure, different name for the character who's packaged in it, but all the actual, box is the same, has the same logo, same artwork, same red Batman silhouette. It does says is sculpted by Irene Maher. In fact, if I just check the Robin box, if I can find where I put it, I'll just check if it says the same thing. For actually for Robin, it says sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios, so this is a little bit different, but other than that, it's the same packaging. The figure is a little bit around a 6-inch tall figure line, and he comes with a whole bunch of accessories. So I'll go through what he comes with first. So he comes with a few pamphlets first, and this is the first one he comes with. Now this is the exact same one that came with the Robin figure. There's no difference, and as I said in that, the figures are all color coded for the different series, because DC Collectibles are doing both versions of the animated series. So you got animated Batman, the animated series, and New Adventures of Batman. So the red backgrounds are for the animated series, and blue backgrounds are for New Adventures. And they actually do a Batmobile for this line, which fits these figures. They did, I think, they did a Batmobile on its own that came with no figures, and then they did a kind of a reissue of it for a kind of, I think it was an online exclusive for Big Bad Toy Store, and it comes with both Batman and Robin figures. The other one they have done, which looks fantastic, but it must be huge, is the Batwing as well, because these are fairly large figures. The Batmobile for this would be massive, and I can only imagine the Batwing is pretty big as well. And I know at the most recent, I think it was Toy Fair this year, they showcased off Batcave that comes with a exclusive Alfred Pennyworth figure. Now the only thing is that Batcave is only like a backdrop kind of thing. It's like the main Bat computer where Batman sits at, and it has like a cardboard kind of background that shows the cave part as well. So that's aside from that. The other figure also comes with this, which is a little pamphlet on how to assemble the figures, how to put assemble the little display base that they come with, and how to interact with swapping out the interchangeable hands. Now, it's interesting to note that most of the figures, bar the Harley Quinn they show here on the packaging, are all from the New Adventures of Batman, but they don't actually show the Batman figure on this little card. It shows just other figures like Killer Croc, the Tim Drake Robin, Creeper, I think he's called the Creeper, and then the Harley Quinn. But when you get the figures, you have to assemble the bases. As you can see, Batman is standing on his one here, so I'll just bring him over there. He does stand well enough without the base, it's just getting the feet into a position where you can stand. Bear with me a moment. So, they do tend to be a little top heavy because of the way the character designs were in the show. So, bear with me. If he doesn't stand, I'll just leave him pop, but there you go. So it comes to the base. The way it assembles is there's a small groove cut out, so the peg, the clear peg, or the clear post only goes in one way, and it's usually the piece that's cut out is at the back, so it just slides in, and then you have a piece that goes up and down. It's separate as well, and then just clips on, and it clips around the figure's waist. And then you have a turnaround image for Batman. So you have a front, side and back view of Batman. What's interesting is when they did the back view, they actually did it as his cloak, it showed as if his cloak was translucent, so you could actually see the back of the figure, which is kind of cool. And then you have the Batman logo as well. So for accessories, Batman comes with quite a few. So he comes with 2 extra sets of hands and 1 extra 5th hand. So he comes with 5 spare hands, 7 hands in total if you include the ones that are already on the figure. But he has a kind of slightly outstretched hands, and then he has ones that are designed for holding the batarang. The outstretched hands don't really have any accessories. They're kind of like a grip hand, but don't have any accessories that they can hold. Whereas the, although you probably get the, you can get the batarang in it, but it's a bit of a looser hook grip than the ones that are designed for the batarang. As I said, he comes with a batarang, which is quite just a kind of a bat-shaped piece of plastic. It's interesting that it's a lot thicker than the one that came with the New Adventures Batman. That one is a way thinner batarang, and then the other hand he comes with is the grapple launcher built into the hand, and it's designed to fit his right hand. You don't get a corresponding left hand with grapple launcher, it's only the right hand, and then you have a loose grapple launcher as well. Now, as I said in the Robin review, it would have been cool if you could have a peg hole so the grapple launcher will fit onto his belt or something, but unfortunately you don't get that. So, onto the figure itself. So these are the hands you get with him. In the box when you first get him are the closed fist hands, but you just unplug the hand. It has a little peg hole, and then you just plug in the hand you want, and you can do the grapple launcher hand if you want. Head is on a ball joint. You can do a 360 if you want, and you can look up a good bit, down a bit, left to right, side to side. What's interesting is both New Adventures Batman and the animated series Robin come with an additional cape, whereas this version of Batman didn't come with an additional cape. He just comes with the one cape, but on those figures you just pop the head out and you swap the capes around. This one is the single cape. Hands can rotate around 360, can go out that much. You can get a good range of movement on it. He has single jointed elbows, so you can't get a full 90-degree bend on the elbow, but you can get a good range of movement on him. As I said, he has a wrist swivel, and he has a hinge on the wrists. He has a waist swivel. Now he has that kind of weird T-crotchy kind of thing as well, where if you look at the figure straight on with the legs now kind of, in neutral position, they look okay, but then when you kind of split them, it kind of makes the kind of pants area look weird. But you can do splits that much. You can actually do a full Van Damme on it. So, and then you can move the legs forwards. His joints are quite tight, but I would say be very careful with them, because these figures, some of the earlier run figures were known to be very fragile. And you got single hinged knees that can go. You got single hinged knees that can just do a little under a 90-degree bend. You got ankle forward and back, and you have a rotation on the ankle as well. But all in all, he's quite a good figure. Let me just see if I can get him to stand up there. His right leg is a little bit looser than the other. He doesn't have any boot cuff swivels on his legs or on his arms, unlike the Robin figure, but he does look really cool. And just for comparison, here is Robin with Batman. As you can see, Robin's a good bit smaller because he was in the show, and they scale up pretty well. So I do recommend picking up these figures if you can get them. I must give a shout out to the guys in Dublin City Comics who sold me the Batman to go with this set. I wasn't sure if I was going to get the Batman or if I was just going to leave the New Adventures of Batman that I had, but when I saw him I said I might as well get him. So I was at a convention at the weekend, and I managed to pick this Batman up off the lads in Dublin City Comics. So I'll throw a link to their website or to their Facebook page in the description below. And there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video review, and as I said, if you like my videos, click like. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Cheers, guys.